Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Happy 2024 to everybody. I don't have too much of an update on our Pioneer. As you can see here, I've got the cab in primer in we've used the Tamiya pink primer that Tim recommended, and I need to go back and do another light wet sanding on it before I put another coat on it. But not a lot of progress on this right now because basically of the weather. I mean, every opportunity I think I have to get some possibly some paint on it, it's either too cold, it's raining, it's been snowing, and I get up this morning and it's absolutely pouring down rain outside. So we're not really going to put this on the back burner. We're just going to move on to hopefully some other projects. And what I want to do today is show you guys a couple of mail calls that I've received over the last month, I think it has been. But this first one is from my friend Dave Carey over at Models by Dave. He does a lot of resin castings. I did open this already because I wanted to verify nothing was broken. But Dave does a really good job on resin casting truck cabs, things like that. And what I bought from him during his, I think it was his Black Friday sale he had going on Facebook. I bought a couple of toppers for some ambulance bodies that I plan to build this year. And it's a very nice resin cast. It almost looks just like styrene. He does a really good job. But with the with every cap that you get an extended rear bumper and an air conditioner vent for the top. So I purchased two of these from Dave, and these are designed to go on the AMT Chevrolet vans. That's what they're designed for. But we're going to do one. Let's see here. I did pick up this kit a few months back, and I'm going to convert this to a high top using one of Dave's castings here. And it might take some retrofitting or whatever, but I think it can still be done. I think I have showed a couple of the AMT, the rescue van or the police van that I've used this topper on. But I will make my lights to go on the side of it, the scene lights, the emergency lights, things like that. But that's a couple of upcoming projects on the channel. And I also got in the mail, if you guys never heard of her, her name's Rhonda over at Police Decals and Deals. She's out of Henderson, Nevada, but she runs an eBay store. And she is where I buy most of my decals from. See if I can get this off of here. Super fast shipping. I mean, she's absolutely no hassle whatsoever. So if you guys are looking for some really good police decals or whatever, I highly recommend going with Rhonda over there on eBay. Again, Police Decals and Deals. Make sure that's all we got in there. So what I've gotten from her was some, I think mostly all just police decals for some builds I want to do this year coming up. Of course, I'm from the state of Ohio, so I want to do some type of state highway patrol car here for Ohio. And then, since I'm right next to the state of Indiana, I want to do an Indiana State Police. And obviously, just north of Kentucky, so I want to do another Kentucky State Police because I sold the last one that I had built on the channel. Not sure what type of car yet that I'm going to do with these, but... And here's one from the Nevada Highway Patrol that I thought would be a cool looking car to do. And these are super, super thin decals. And here is a small teaser, I guess, of things to come. You can see here we have an LA County decal set for the Crown Fire Coach Engine 51. Not 100% committed on doing the Crown. I know Tim over at Ranger Detail is working on another Ward LaFrance cab, so we may be doing one of those. Some vintage Alaska State Trooper decals. I thought these would look good, possibly on a... let me grab it up real quick. Possibly on this guy right here that I picked up a few weeks ago. That would be very fitting for up there in Alaska. What else did I get here? I can't really remember. I got some Illinois State Police decals. And then we got a sheet of vintage Nevada Highway Patrol decals here. So these would work good on the drew a mind fart here on that excuse me, on that Dodge Monaco that is out. You have to get on eBay and get a grill for the Plymouth one. And then she always sends license plates, small decals, details like that, license plates for everything. These are not actually decals. These are peel and stick. But there, I can see Kentucky. There's Nevada right there. But she always sends license plates with your orders, with whatever set of decals that you buy. So we'll stick those back in there. And I'm still waiting. I joined a group build over on one of my Facebook pages called Building Emergency Vehicles and Scale Model Rigs and Emergency Vehicles. It's pretty bad when you don't know the name of your own page, but one of my friends over there, Brandon Van Ness, decided to start a group build for the new year. So I ordered some kits from Model Roundup and a couple from Round 2 over in Indiana, and I guess some of the kits that I ordered are not in yet. I got the 1960 Ford that they were re-releasing, and I've got 2 of the 59 Cadillac ambulance kits coming, but neither one of them are here yet. Let me see, what else did I get? Here we go. I got some reading materials from my brother and my sister-in-law for Christmas. Let me stand up here. This is a large, what you call a coffee table book. and it has some really, really good information in it. All about, you know, the vintage steam pumpers and everything. But I've managed to work my way all the way back to the late 40s, or I'm sorry, the 30s. And it has got a ton of really good, detailed photographs in it. And just the modeling ideals is kind of off the charts. There is so many things in here that one could use as good reference material. You know, you can do old Model Ts or something and scratch build the back. Look at this guy, sharp. But this thing is just chock full of really nice vintage photographs, you know, and it goes, I think it goes all the way up. Yeah, this chapter is called The Modern Era. So something, you know, close to what I'm working on now. So just really in a plethora of ideals. And there's a nice little mini pumper right there. There's some airport crash trucks. I mean, just a really fantastic book. And I thank my brother tremendously for that. That's going to come in super, super handy. And then he sent me a couple of these guys. Now, I do have quite a library from this series of books here, but I don't have these two. This one is for vintage police cars, and it gives you some really nice photographs that I thought would be, you know, come in very handy for, like this one, interior details, different cars. I have the 76 Caprice over here. I thought maybe something like this would be cool. Just a really nice book to have hanging around. See, that would be, I think there's a 50 Chevy kit out there, 2-door. I got the Indiana decals. Simple, you know, factory stock build. It's got one little red spotlight on it. That would be a really nice car to model. And they're broke down in years. Here's the Nevada. You'd have to have the Plymouth grill to do this one instead of the Monaco grill. But other than that, everything's the same. So we have decals to do that one. Here's a Chicago car. Old 2-door Kansas Highway Patrol. And of course Adam 12 down here. So some really neat items in there. Then we got one for modern police cars, which I don't do too many modern things, but you know, it is what it is. You never know what might strike you. I do know that, like, this old Crown Vic is available for 3D printing. Looky there. Why not? So yeah, lots of good stuff here. Lots of great information. You can do just about anything you want, really. There used to be a model, I think, of that. I think it was one of those big 120 scales. So yeah, kind of cool. So that was some good good materials that I got from my brother for Christmas. So thank you, Terry. I appreciate that. Now let's go over some kits that I bought. I was waiting to do these until I got the other 2 orders that I'm waiting on, but obviously they're going to take a while. So we got us another Supernatural kit that I will turn into a police car, I think. Back on the channel a few months ago, we built one. We put the B pillars in and the trim around the doors and stuff. It's a pretty good kit. And then here is that 76 Caprice that I'm going to attempt to turn this into a 4-door like we did the 70 Impala. I think last year I done that. Don't know when. The videos are back in the library. But we're going to attempt to turn this into a 4-door. And then, of course, we got another 78 Dodge. So it's always that's probably one of the best kits out there for a cop car in you know, that year range. But then we picked up this guy, and my ideal for this is to graft it in with this guy right here. And what I mean by grafting it in is I want to use the roof on this guy. I'll cut the roof all the way off of this. We'll do some surgery in the back of it so that we can have a 69 4-door police car. We'll have to get rid of all this back here. All this back here, we'll have to cut all this off, sand it down, and try to graft that roof on from the 70, because the taillights are different, and of course the front end is different. And the hood has got the bulge in the center, and it might take a little bit of work, but I think it will be a fun project to work on to get these two mated up, because the interiors already are just about the same. There wasn't much change in the dashboard that you would really be able to tell in 125 scale just looking through it. And the body sides are very, very similar. The biggest differences is the front ends and then the tail lights, but I don't think it's going to be that big of a deal to where we can't try to do it. So look forward to that on the channel here coming up. And that's pretty much about it, besides sitting around waiting on, you know, somewhat decent weather so that I can work on this guy again. He's coming along all right though. We got our dashboard done. She's all set up and ready to go. I have the attachment point in the back with my styrene. I've already test fitted this several times, but I have a long pair of tweezers that I can grab this guy and we can stick him in the cab. And then once I get him glued, I can pull my little pin out, and plus the pin will help support it till the glue sets on it. So we have that. I have been working See if I can get this over here without messing it up too much. The little raccoon mask that goes on the front of this truck, Tim provides decals for all that. And what you have to do is layer them. The silver ones go on first, and once those are completely dry, you put these black ones on there. He provides 2 sets. But on the Pioneer 3, on that black mask in front, you have these emergency lights and turn signals on the front. It's very distinctive for the Pioneer 3 cab. And I had in my stash here these small little jewelry making rings that were just the right size for that black mask. So once all this gets applied and sealed, we will glue these on, and then I have these little fashion jewels. I don't really know what size they are, but they will go right inside there. And then I can use the Tamiya red and yellows to color them in so that we have the lights on the front of the truck. I found these little rings are available over at Hobby Lobby. I've got 2 different sizes. What else did we do? I took the headlights. No, not these. I was experimenting. I took the headlight bezels out of the AMT LaFrance kit, and I sanded the back of them flat. So I got rid of that large angle that's on there because this kit is rounded and the headlights, you know, stuck out nice and square to the front of the body. So you had to get rid of all that plastic in there. So I just sanded those off. Let me get this up here. And when I go, after I put the mask on, we will glue these in place because they're nice and flat, and they are, you know, American LaFrance castings, so they will look the part. We got the little clear headlights for them, so those will go there. And of course the black masks go up here and just around the side. So we have been working on this. It's just little details here, little details there, and then trying to get Mother Nature to cooperate a little bit with us. But like I said, it's not the end of the world. We have other projects that I can start on. I got other projects I could try to finish too, but you guys all know how that is. But that's about all I got for now. And hopefully my orders from Model Roundup and Round 2 will show up eventually. I do know that I seen my friend Louie done a build on the Cadillac, so I know it's coming. I don't know when they're going to have those ready for shipment, but look forward to one of those, and then I will post a series of videos on my group bill for my Facebook page. So guys, with that being said, thanks for watching. Thanks for tuning in. I hope everybody had a good start to the new year, and I will see you in the next video.